Dear students, in this video, we're going to learn how we can develop a web page using HTML. Before starting to develop a web page, we can have a glance through the basic tags in HTML. These are the building blocks in HTML program. Always remember, when you start developing a web page using HTML, make sure that you have the basic construct like this. So normally we develop HTML web pages using Notepad application, where when you at the beginning, at the starting, you have to type these many structure into your Notepad, where the tags like HTML head, title, body, all other. Each tag must be closed. All these constructional tags must be closed. Like HTML is here and it's closed down. Body is closed here. Head is here. Normally, the HTML program is divided into two: head part and body part. So if you need to keep any title for your web page, you keep it in head, and all other modifications like addition of text, images, hyperlinks, or if you need to have put some designs or sounds, everything kept inside the body part. So let's have a look in detail. Look here, if you need to keep any title for your web page, like here I kept rac.com. So this needs to be kept inside or in between title tag here. The opening and closing of title tag, I kept the name of the web page which I'm going to develop. So if you keep like this, you can see that there is a screenshot down below. Here you can see the name which I put there came here as a title on the title bar. When you open the web page, the browser has two parts. One is the body part, and the other one is the title part. So in the title bar part, you can see that the name came over there. Next one is I need to include a background color. How can we do that? It is possible by adding an extra attribute to the tag body. So to body tag, by keeping a space, you can write BG color. Here, BG color is the short form of background color. After that, you can keep any color name in quotation mark, which will be set as the background color. Next one is heading tag. Here, you have multiple what different types of headings. Like if you need a main heading, so you can keep H1. If you need a smaller one, H2. Comparatively even smaller, you can keep H3, H4, H5, and so on. So you can compare this tag explanation and the screenshot here to know to differentiate between the sizes. Coming to the next one, if you need to include any image, so you can use img tag, where the attributes are src, width, and height. Sorry, I forgot to tell about attributes. Attributes are extra facilities or extra properties which can be provided to customize the tag. Here in this case, if you just keep img and if you just write the name of that, it will come. But if you need to customize the image, you need to put extra attributes like I'll tell you width and height. So before that, src is the short form of source. So where you need to keep the location of the file or path of the file. After that, put a slash and write the name. Here you can see that in the screenshot I have included a picture of two swans, right, in a white background. This picture, the name of this picture is 111, and the type is JPG, right? So that's why I kept the location slash the name with the type of the image in the quotation mark. And after that, I set the width and height so that now I can customize the image size in the web page. Next one is horizontal tag. If you need to include any horizontal line in your website, you can keep HR tag, simply a char tag. But if you want to modify the line, like if you want to keep a colorful line or and with the bigger size, you can include these attributes. But keep in mind that these attributes are always optional. Next one is hyperlink. If you need to keep any hyperlink, you use this tag. Which one is that? A tag. Actually, there the attribute is href. It is a short form of it's the short form of the hyperlink reference, where you need to keep the address into which the link to be directed. Where I kept the display text as my school web page. You can see that the same text came here in the screenshot in my web page. So if you keep your cursor over there and click, you can see that it is directing to the web page, which is the address mentioned here. This is how a hyperlink can be given. These are the basic tags which are needed for you as per your syllabus. So let's start creating a sample web page. As we all know that the HTML web pages are normally created using the Notepad. Here I don't have any Notepad icon in my desktop, so I'm going to search for the Notepad here. If you search by typing the Notepad, you can see that the Notepad came over here. Open the Notepad. The first task to do to create a web page using Notepad is save it as a .html format. So this, if you save this at a Notepad, it will be normally saved it as a normal text file, but we need it as an HTML or web page file. To have it, you should save it as an HTML file by keeping the name of the web page like RAEC book.html. If you don't keep the extension as .html, it's not going to save it as a web page document. After doing that, it's better for you to save it under the folder which is mentioned in the question paper. So I have a folder here in the desktop with the name my web page work. So I'm going to save it there with the name racbook.html. After that, now I'm going to keep this structural tags like HTML. Always keep a habit of keeping closing tags each time you add a new tag. For example, I added HTML, so I closed it here at the bottom. Next one is the other two basic tags are head and the other one is body. So I need to close body and head as well. So this is how it is. So these are the basic tags for the structure of the HTML web page. Inside this, I can keep uh, the title. So I'm going to keep the title here, title raecbook.com. So here I'm going to close the title, and let's make sure that whether it is working properly. We can save it now because we already saved it in the format of HTML in the web page in the folder mentioned. So I'm going to open the folder here. Here you can see that there is a web page of what file. So let me open. You can see that a new web page opened here. It's blank because we have not included any attributes or any properties, but we kept the title. That's why the title came over here as racbook.com. And let's go back and include more properties. Next one, I'm going to include the background color. To have the background color, as I told before, I'm going to keep an extra attribute for the body tag, that is bg color, and the color I'm going to keep it as yellow. Let's save it again and let's go back and refresh. You can see that it came over there. Next one is I need a title, a main heading. So it is h1, and I'm gonna write it as welcome to my web page. So if you close this and save it, you can see that it came over here. Next one is I'm gonna keep a subtitle, that is H2. If you need a subtitle, you can keep H2, and even smaller if you want, you can have H3, H4 and all. So here, this is my sample web page, H2. After that, yeah, let's save it and check whether it comes over there. Yeah, it's there. Next one is I am going to include uh, an image there. So if you need to include an image, img is the tag. After that, src. But let me show you a simpler method to include an image. If you need to include an image into your web page, the better idea is to keep the image. Here I have an image like uh, the former president of UAE, who is Sheikh Khalifa. So I'm going to keep the image inside the folder where I have saved the web page, what HTML data. So here you can see that in this RAC book is the web page for a file. So inside that, within the same folder, I kept the image, that is Sheikh Khalifa. So if you want, you can reduce the name so that no, you will not make any mistakes. Now this is of type. You need to go to the properties and make sure that what type of image is that. This is, let's check the property of that. This is a JPG file. You can see that this is a JPG image. So now let's include it into our web page by going into the notepad file, and here you can simply write Sheikh, I think the name is Sheikh Khalifa. You must be very clear about the spelling, otherwise it will not display. So Sheikh Khalifa.jpg. Here you might have noticed that I have not included any location because it's already in the same location. So Sheikh Khalifa, and after that I'm gonna write width equal 250 and height equal 250. I'm gonna close it. Let's check whether it is coming over there or not. You can see that it came over here with the same width there. After that, if you need to include any hyperlink, keep in mind that hyperlink can be included using the command A. So after that, I'm gonna keep href equal. Here you need to include the location. After the location, you can close the a tag, and then here you can write the text to be displayed and close the hyperlink. Here inside this quotation mark, we need to keep the address of the website where it needs to be redirected if you click here. So for example, here I'm gonna keep the address of our school. So Pristine Private School, this is the address of our school. So let me copy this address and let's go back and keep it over there in the space of this. Now let's save it and try whether it is working properly. So here you can see that click here came over. This is the display text. If I click on this, it will be directed to the new link. So now you might have noticed here that the image and the hyperlink came in the same place, same line. So if you want to bring it into the next line, you can keep a command br. If you keep like this, it will be coming into the next line. So br is for what, breaking the line. Now there are so many other tags. I'm attaching the ppt with this video, so please go through the video and the ppt also to understand more. Thank you.